Jamie, we're at a playing field that Fields in Trust have secured.
Yes.
A lot of people will know Fields in Trust as the National Playing Fields Association. Can you tell us a bit about what they actually do?
Yeah, I mean, Fields in Trust were, as you say, National Playing Fields Association, founded in 1925 by King George V. Essentially what we do is we protect open space for sport, play and recreation. We do that by engaging with local authorities, with landowners, so it could be community clubs, local authorities, even private landowners, to place a covenant on their site, which means that the sites can't be developed by housing developers, companies, organisations, supermarkets, to ensure that the open space is always there for communities to use.
And you've just had a pretty big sort of 12 months in terms of securing fields and events. How many fields are now secured in the UK?
2 years ago, we, along with the Duke of Cambridge, launched the Queen Elizabeth II Fields Challenge, which was designed as a legacy for London 2012 and predominantly her Diamond Jubilee. Before that time, we'd protected just under 1,300 sites in the 85 years Fields in Trust had been in existence. Since then, we've protected a further 1,400, which I suppose tells you more than anything that it's something that's really struck a chord with local organisations, local communities and the landowners with councils.
So we've just come off the back of one of the most successful sporting events that this country's ever known, London 2012, hugely successful Olympics and Paralympics, lots of people inspired to take part in sport. How can the Fields in Trust help secure a legacy for people to get active and get involved?
Well, this is one of the great things about the Queen Elizabeth II Fields Challenge. It's providing the very foundations and building blocks for physical activity community use by protecting the space that people learn to play on. We hear from people such as Sir Chris Hoy, David Beckham, saying that they learn to throw, kick, cycle, whatever they've all done on their local parks, and we want them to be taken for granted. We want them to always be there, and that, to me, is a legacy more than any other.
So Fields in Trust has just launched Game Changers. How is Game Changers going to inspire the nation, and especially young people, to get more active?
We've talked about Fields in Trust protecting the sites as part of the Queen Elizabeth II Fields Challenge. The sites are protected, they're going to be there forever. That's a great legacy in itself, but what we want to do is get young people and the communities involved on the sites. And the way we're going to do that is by engaging young people in schools, enterprise students, sports leadership students, and train them to be able to deliver events, sustainable activity on the sites for communities to come along, play informal or formal activity, whichever they want to do, but make it sustainable and hopefully get them coming back again and again to use these sites. Now that, to me, is a fantastic Olympic legacy. Young people delivering sport for the community and for the generations of tomorrow.
And within Game Changers, there's several strands that are going to be launched into schools. What are the strands?
Got a few stands. We've got retail and enterprise, so we're going to be taking old sports kit, hopefully getting people donating that kit, generating the income and the money to get out there to buy new sports equipment, to use that in the community events. We've got communication side of things, so they'll be maximising not only the website but also social media, hopefully like never before with certainly young sports leaders. And lastly, the sports leadership, getting those young leaders who are currently working in schools and working within primary schools in their area, let's get them out beyond schools, beyond the school gates, and working in the community.
And Fields in Trust have been successful in securing comic relief funding.
Yeah.
Where will that comic relief funding take the programme during the next few months?
It's a fantastic opportunity. It's taking the programme nationally, all across the United Kingdom, so we are covering Derry, Glasgow, Rhondda, Stoke-on-Trent and Newcastle.